So now that we have the first point of the star, probably the first thing that we should do right now is to actually save the file. So if you haven't already, save as, and then save your project in your project 1 folder. I've already saved it, so at this point I want to make sure all of the objects that are included in my star layer are selected. So Option click on the layer, and that should select everything in that group. So I'm going to turn on my guides again, so Command semicolon will show my guides so that I can see where the center point is. I'm going to grab my rotate tool and then, using the Option key, position my cursor, and then I'm going to have a dialog box come up when I click because I'm holding down the Option key. And I want to maintain the 30 degrees. So if it doesn't say 30 degrees for the angle value, then type that in, 30, tab, and then copy rather than the OK button. We want to actually copy the star point. So that's exactly what we want. We've got the first point and now a second point. So under the object menu, you can select transform and then transform again. What you'll see is that command is used all the time. That's why it's right at the top and easily accessible. So Command D is one of these easy commands that you should have in your memory. Just means to duplicate. So Command D, we're just going to duplicate the last action that we did, which would transform again. So Command D a number of times until Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D. And there we have 12 points that are rotated around the center. So now we have exactly the form that Johannes Itten had created for the color star. At this point we want to make sure I use my Command key and deselected all my points. Now we have 12 groups in the star layer, and the next step that we're going to do at this point is color everything. So apply a 100% black fill to all the shapes in the star. Then apply the CMYK values indicated in the diagram below to the shape in the middle of each point. Use the appropriate color values for each point of the star according to the number indicated in the diagram and the corresponding number for each color. Alright, so first of all we need to fill everything with black. So Option click on the star layer, and that selects all the points and all the objects. Now in the swatches palette, I can click on the fill, or actually we already have black applied to the stroke color. So all I need to do is go over to the palette, the tool palette, and then click on the swap fill and stroke icon. Now all the objects have a fill of black and a stroke of none. So I can use my Command key to change to the selection tool or direct selection tool and then click. And then I've deselected everything. Command semicolon, and I can see my perfect star. Everything is black. So it says to apply the CMYK values indicated in the diagram below to the shape in the middle of each point. So what that means is I'm going to use the direct selection tool, and in the middle of each shape there are these colors, or these shapes in the middle. So what I'm going to do is find the colors. So according to the diagram, red is going to start in over here, according to the diagram. So there's 1. Okay, so 1 is going to be red. So let's go to the color palette and then change to make sure the fill is selected. And then red is made up of 0 cyan, so 0, tab. Magenta is 100, tab. Yellow is 100%, tab. And then 0, tab. So now we have a red shape right in the middle of that point. So now we're going to just keep on going around the shape according to the diagram and numbers that I've indicated. So number 2 is red-orange. So we will type in 0, 85, 100 yellow, and 0 black. So now we just keep on going around the points according to the diagram. So the third point will be orange, which is 0 cyan, 60% magenta, 100% yellow, and 0% black. 4 will be yellow-orange, 0 cyan, 30% magenta, 100% yellow, and 0% black. The fifth point is yellow, so that's going to be 0 cyan, 0 magenta, and 100% yellow, 0% black. Six will be yellow-green, so that's 50% cyan, 0% magenta, 100% yellow, and 0% black. Point 7 is green, which will be 100% cyan, 0% magenta, 50% yellow, and 0% black. Point 8 is bright blue, 100% cyan, and 20% magenta, 0% yellow, 0% black. Point 9 is blue, 100% cyan, 60% magenta, 0% yellow, and 0% black. Now, point 10 is indigo, 100% cyan, 100% magenta, and 0% yellow, 0% black. Point 11 is purple, 80% cyan, 100% magenta, 0% yellow, 0% black. And finally, point 12 is violet, 40% cyan, 100% magenta, 0% yellow, and 0% black. Great. So now we have the fully saturated colors in the middle of our stars.